So we've talked about the way lamenting gets in there and extracts these deep emotions and thoughts and sins, almost like pulling a plug of soil out from the ground. And at the same time, lamenting does this awesome work of aerating, of getting hope infused back in. I think about the prophet Jeremiah again. I mean, he's standing there in the land of Israel as it's being invaded by foreigners. The land is being pillaged, women are being raped, kids are being killed, the temple is being decimated. Jeremiah is completely ostracized by his friends and family. He's rejected by the very ones God has sent him to minister to. He's grieving intensely. He's lamenting rightly. And at the same time, he says this, chapter 3, verse 21 of Lamentations, "Yet there is one ray of hope. His, God's, compassion never ends. Great is his faithfulness. His loving kindness begins afresh each day." How can this man be grieving that intensely and yet have this much hope? See, to Jeremiah, grief and hope aren't mutually exclusive. They're not separate realities. They're intertwined. Jeremiah can hold grief and hope in tension. Unlike his countrymen and women, who at the time could not see beyond their exile into the assurance of return to the land, Jeremiah could, because he can hold grief and hope in tension. Abraham could too. I mean, he's packed his bag, he's charted the course, he's trudging up the mountain with Isaac, and he's carrying this intense grief, knowing that he's about to have to kill his kid. And at the same time, Abraham is carrying more than grief. Hebrews 11:19 says that Abraham believes that Isaac could be resurrected. Abraham is carrying grief and hope in tension, something that requires incredible spiritual maturity and fortitude, something that I lack. I'm a lot more like those early disciples of Christ in the days surrounding the crucifixion. I mean, they struggled to hold the fatality of Calvary in tension with the hope of resurrection. Well, that is until Mary wept, and Thomas doubted, and Peter repented. That is until lamenting had done its work. And of course, the resurrection of Jesus helped, his physical presence with them helped, but you know what I'm saying. Lamentation does this incredible work of extracting grief and aerating hope, because grief and hope coexist. And I know so many of you are afraid of stepping into lament. You're scared of getting sucked into this vortex of grief that won't end. You're afraid even of being called weak. But I'm telling you, there's nothing stronger. There's nothing more faithful than actually engaging the Lord in lament. And so I encourage you, open up to the book of Lamentations, or Jeremiah for that matter. Journal your thoughts and feelings and needs along. Get into the car, call out to the Lord as you drive, scream to the Lord as you drive. Y'all, we have things that need to be grieved. Landmines and genocides and corrupted leaders. Wickedness is running rampant, including a global virus that's killed nearly 250,000 people. We have things to grieve, and as we do, we join God in his mourning, his lamentation of things as well. So I encourage you, step into lament. Don't run from it. And I'm here for you. Reach out to me, reach out to your pastor, trusted friend, or loved one in this process. You are loved, you are valued, you are seen. In Jesus' name.